Hi, friends. Hello. Hello. How are we doing? It is 5. I can't believe it's 5:03. I was a little worried about being on time at the 5 o'clock hour simply because my daughter had an appointment and with our chiropractor. There we go. Sharing that right into the Bling Boutique. And he's he's amazing. I like he keeps us all so healthy. It's just absolutely incredible. But and I've been seeing our chiropractor for quite some time, but like it's very rare for him to actually be on time. And my daughter had an appointment and I was actually very surprised that he was on time and we got in and out and and everything went good. So hop on to hashtag live, hashtag replay, talk to me in the comments. This is the week, my friends. This is the week where I'm making a list of everybody who talks to me while I am live. And of course, I am going back and making a list of who's commenting on the replay. So you want to see my list so far? My list is this. Okay, so I am writing things down as people talk to me in the comments because when you comment, you will be put into a drawing at the end of the week. I'm not really sure when I'm going to be able to do the drawing. I'm not quite sure when that's going to be. It won't be during the coffee chat. Maybe it'll be later on Friday. I don't know. We'll see. So talk to me in the comments section. It is Talk About It Tuesday. And so we'll get into that in a moment. And right now my glasses are glaring on that. So let's take those off. I'm actually really surprised, you guys, that these are still showing up in the cart. Like, okay, these Remy earrings for $7 are still showing up in the cart, meaning you add something to your cart, go look at the cart, and the Remy earrings are still there. I'm quite surprised. 3 earrings for $7. Oh my gosh. Hi, Gail. Gail's in the drawing again. Yeah. But these are still showing up in the cart. So the only way to get these, you guys, the only way to score the Remy earrings for $7 is to place an order on my link. Okay, so go to the link that's in the description, click on it, add something to your cart, any size item, my friends, any size item. And then when you view your cart, you'll see a button at the very top of it seeing like add the Remy to my cart. You click the little black little button that says add cart. It brings it right down in there. It's $7. So, and these are so cute. They're perfect size for my small hoop wears. So grab them while you can before they're gone. I really am surprised they lasted this long. But these are still showing up. Also still available on the website is the adorable Mama bracelet. Okay, so stinking cute. Stretch pearl. You get both of these for $20 with a $40 order. So I wanted to show those off to you guys too. And then I have a drawing to do, you guys. I have a drawing, and but it's Talk About It Tuesday. So what I want you to do in the comment section, I want you, if you have a question about Park Lane, about the company, about my position at Park Lane, or just a general question about Park Lane, do me a solid and pop it in the comments, okay? And I'll answer that questions as I see them come through. Might have to put my glasses back on. But ask me the questions. Let's Talk About It Tuesday because we are talking today. Hey, Miss Jan. All right. So, but I have a drawing, a random drawing from yesterday. Hi, Michelle. I have a random drawing from yesterday, and this is everybody that posted their morning drink in that comment. Yeah, just because. So let's give something away. I'm going to give something coffee, caffeine related to whoever wins. So whoever wins, so it's not jewelry this time because we're going to shake things up a little bit. Whoever wins, y'all have to send me a message and with your email, and you and I are going to chit chat a little bit about what you love, what you crave. Is it the Starbucks? Is it the Caribou? Um, those people that don't live in the Midwest, you probably have no idea when we say Caribou what that means. I always like to say it like that one Christmas movie with the train. What movie was that? Caribou. Uh, so anytime my kids and I talk about Caribou Coffee Shop, we call it like that. Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna pick a winner, and then I'm gonna look at your question, Gail, because I have to put my glasses on. All right. Congratulations to Rebecca. Whoop whoop. And she's new, everybody. In our Bling Boutique, you win something from me. A coffee card, whatever I think she was the one drinking something with a cold foam. That looked really delicious. Can a person be a Park Lane stylist and also be a distributor for another MLM? Yes. It's not breaking our rules. What they would have to look at is a different company. Okay. So like we don't have any rules like that. So that is one thing that Park Lane gets set apart from other companies. Because we are not an MLM, we are direct sales. So what that just means is direct to consumer, right? We skip the big box companies. So yeah. So hey Jessica. So anyways, we're not an MLM and all of that, and we don't have any rules. We are realizing as we do training, we get trained by not just Park Lane people, but we also seek out other training from social media people and things like that. And what we're realizing when we do those other trainings that include other people and other direct sell companies and other MLMs is they have rules like some people can't post on social media. Some people can't do the things we do, okay, which blows my mind. That they're not able to do things or not able to use the logo in certain places and not able to sell how they want to sell or show the products the way they want to show the products. There's rules on that, but not with Park Lane. And we don't have rules as to can you be involved with something else? No, there's no rules. Okay. So obviously as you move up the ladder in Park Lane, they're going to want to make sure that you're focusing on Park Lane more than a different company, but like, yeah, so there's that. Okay. So hopefully that was a longer answer. I didn't need to answer it that long, but yeah. Awesome. So as you pop on, it's Talk About It Tuesday. Ask me any question about the company, about the jewelry, about the trips we're earning. Just be nosy. Seriously, ask me anything in the comment section. And those that are hopping on late, I just drew the winner from the random coffee post that I did. And it's Miss Rebecca. Toast. I want to know, is it like the bread or is it tossed? Like I want to know, or am I saying it completely wrong? So Rebecca, if you watch this live, you have to correct me and let me know, because I like to try to learn all those things. Okay, so ask me a question, anything about Park Lane, about the jewelry, about the company in the comment section, and I'll answer it live for you guys tonight. And okay, so while you guys are typing, I was going to tell you some other thing another thing that our company offers in our organization, the Mary Grace organization, it offers is graphics. And the reason why I bring that up is because I was talking with somebody actually a couple weeks ago, and that was one of her questions. She's like, "Oh my gosh, did you come up with that beautiful picture with that combo of the jewelry?" And I said, "Well, that one came from the company. And then Mary Grace also pays a graphics person who does the majority of all of our graphics. Now, once in a while, I make graphics for myself. If I have something specific I want to do with you guys or for my business and whatever, I make things. And I offer to make things for my team too, because not all of them are as graphic savvy. And I would rather them not have to worry about how to make a graphic. I'd like them to say, "Hey, Sasha, can you make me XYZ?" And I'll be like, "Absolutely, sure. Let me get that done for you." So yeah, I like to bring that up because it's kind of an odd thing that, like, some companies, they don't have any marketing material created. They don't have any fun stuff created, like the daily things you see pop up. We have somebody who makes those things for us. And Mary Grace pays that person. So it's like we get a professional graphic artist to do all of our stuff for us, which is just absolutely fantastic. So, you guys have a question about Park Lane, about the trips, about the company, any of that stuff? Let me know in the comments. Okay, type. I suppose we're typing. Is that why I'm not seeing any comments coming across? Let me know. Okay. I also wanted to tell you guys a little secret right now. Um, right now, this week, so our weeks run Thursday through Wednesday. Okay, so hey Kathy, hey Tiffany. Our weeks run Thursday through Wednesday. So fun fact, we get paid every single week. So as we submit orders or whatever we have, if we submit it on the weekly basis, we're going to get a weekly paycheck, which I didn't realize apparently is very costly. So most companies don't pay weekly the way Park Lane pays weekly because they just can't, justify the costs that it costs to run payroll every single Thursday and Friday and push out the checks. So that's interesting. Yeah, so that's super fun. Getting a weekly paycheck sure makes a difference for our household. So, and also I was going to tell you right now, this week, right now through tomorrow, Park Lane's offering double trip points for us. So you know how I earned a trip to Paris. I'm going to Dublin in the fall. And right now we're earning St. Thomas. And there's trip requirements that you have to do in order to earn the trip, right? And one of the things is to earn points, trip points. And great question, Jan. And it seems like once every other month, Park Lane offered a chance to get double or triple trip points based on whatever we submit. And this week they surprised us with double trip points. So like, if I submit 500 in sales, I actually get 1,000 points towards my trip. And they've been offering these little double, triple things all during this trip earning period. So if you watch and you think like, oh, I would love to do that, but I'd never earn a trip you never know. Oh my gosh. You never know because like, honestly, how long was I with Park Lane before I started earning their trips? Okay. When I first started with Park Lane. So I've been in the business for October, March, 18 years of direct sales and jewelry. Okay. I was with a previous company and I was with them to the bitter end until they completely shut their doors and then we had lawsuits. It's stupid. But I am so glad Park Lane found me. So when I joined Park Lane in 2015, I earned a trip for actually 3 to Disney World. That was the very first. That was as soon as I started Park Lane. That was when the trip to Disney World dropped. They announced that was what we were earning at that time, and we had until the end of May to earn it. And I didn't earn just a trip for 2; I earned a trip for 3. So fun fact, I was able to. They don't offer those very often where you can earn more than 2. But fun fact, I earned a trip for 3 and they cashed out my 3rd trip. So we went to Disney World with cash in our pockets, which was really awesome. The only down part about it was that I ended up getting pregnant before when we were going to go. So like, it's not a downfall. That didn't come out right. The one bummer part was that I couldn't ride the rides. That's how I wanted to word that. Because I am a ride freak. I love Disney World. That was on my bucket list ever since I was a kid. So the fact that I was able to join a company and earn a trip for 3. So Craig and I got to go there and I got to hold the bag while he did the single rider lane. I got to do a few rides. It's okay. I made him promise me that we would go back for our 10-year anniversary to Disney World because I wanted to redo it so I could actually go on the roller coasters. Dublin's on your bucket list. I'm excited. I am so pumped. When I told Craig that we were earning Dublin last year, he was like, oh, I'm going on that trip. That trip I'm attending. Sorry to your mother. Okay. On average, how many trips do you earn in a year? Are the goals manageable? Okay, great question. So we get to earn 2 trips a year. Most other companies only you can earn 1 trip. And our boss One of our CEOs of the company, Scott Levine, he's the one that you typically see a lot of. He's a one-upper. So like he looks at what other companies offer and he wants to one up them. So like if other companies offer one trip a year to like a tropical destination like Jamaica or something, he's going to up that and do 2 trips a year and up the destination a little bit. He's a one upper. And are they manageable? There's moments in my career where I wasn't earning them on a consistent basis. But now I am. And so it really depends on what all you put in. You get in what you get back what you put in to the business. Know what I mean? And that's the beauty of Park Lane is that they're always going to give you a stretch goal, something to achieve, something to strive for, something to take your business to the next level. But there's no requirement with that. You know what I mean? So like if people see that we're earning a trip to St. Thomas right now and they don't want to go, but they end up earning it anyways, they can cash out. And you say, are the goals manageable? They're certainly manageable when they're dropping triple and double points, sprinkling it throughout the earning period. So yeah. When we earn a trip, does it include airfare, hotel, and food? Yes, and almost yes. Airfare, yes. And that's something that I learned as well from other companies that you earn a trip, but you have to get yourself there. Like, what? No. Like, you're on a trip to Jamaica, but yet, here's where you need to land. Here's where, like, no. Park Lane pays for all of that. They buy our airplane tickets, they pay for our hotel, and the majority of the time that we're there, we get food. So every morning they always provide breakfast. Every morning. That goes for every single trip that I've earned with Park Lane. We've always had breakfast. And like in Disney World, there was like a meal plan where we could take across all the parks. It was different because it was Disney, right? And then Paris, 4 out of the 5 nights we had dinner taken care of for us. So, and when I say like food, for example, let me explain the trip I took with Craig to Key West. That trip alone, he will still talk about the food that they offered us. Like they overdid it. It was incredible. One night they closed down a restaurant and they booked it only for us in Key West. And they had king crab there and prime rib. And like Craig is looking at this plate of food and thinking like, this is well over $100 a plate. And they closed down the entire restaurant. It was open bar the entire time. There was a band playing and they were serving tons of appetizers. And all of a sudden I said to Craig, I'm like, I think they're setting up a buffet line for food over there. He's like, no way. We're getting stuffed on appetizers. And then he goes over and he looks, he's like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe the size. Like he actually took a picture of his food and he always vows like, I'm never going to be the person that takes a picture of the food. Well, he did on that trip because he was just floored. That was just one night in Key West. So yeah, so the majority of the nights always have dinner. They always treat us. They treat us like we're our family, or because we are family. You know what I mean? So yeah, as you hop on, put the questions in the comment section. I want to know what you are curious about Park Lane. Let's talk about it Tuesday. Anything's on the table. So no matter how nosy you want to get or how general you want to be, random questions, drop them in the comments. Okay, this is fun. I like this. I like this a lot. I also wanted to tell you guys, as you're popping out the next question in the comments, I'm going to keep like 3 more minutes. Okay, guys. And then I'll let the live, be done. But I did want to tell you, I posted this in a post on my business page and the Bling Boutique. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to be involved, you have to click on my link tree and get into the Facebook, because that's truly where we can hold like certain events and things like that. I appreciate you over in YouTube, but I would really like you to come into the Bling Boutique. As long as you're not a stylist, that's the one rule I have. Come into the Bling Boutique and get to see the fun things that we like to do in there and be a part of like random drawings I like to do. And because y'all who are commenting and talking to me, You guys are going to go into another drawing at the end of the week. Just for talking to me in the comments. Yay. All right. Huge announcement. What's the most stressful and rewarding part about your job? I would say most rewarding part of my job is the flexibility of it. Because like um I'm able to be there. I'm able to be present for my kids. I'm able to be there, run over to their school, do things for them. I'm able to be on field trips with them. I'm able to be home during the summer and have the flexibility of doing some work, or I could work outside while they're playing, or you know what I mean? Like I can take this job basically anywhere. So that's one of the most rewarding things, and I can be with my family, you know? So, um, and, and taking my husband on vacation. When I first met Craig works at the refinery and he does very well for himself. Always has. Always has. And it was kind of an eye-opening experience when we first started dating because he took me to Cancun. Like all expense paid trip, he took me to Cancun. Like I was like, "What?" No no boyfriend had ever done that for me. Now he was getting dive certified. So like he did have a stake in it. Like he wanted to go get dive certified, and he's like, "Hey, let's go take a little trip to Cancun." Like I was like, "Oh my gosh, we've been dating for 6 months, really?" Um, and so his generosity and things like that. But he was this world traveler. He was the one going on all these trips, like our honeymoon. He planned our honeymoon down to a T in Costa Rica. I had no idea what we were doing. He just told me what to pack. He told me how to pack, and he told me every single morning what to put on. like, like he's always been our tour guide, you know. And then we had kids, and things changed. So when we had kids and things changed, and that I'm not complaining, you know, then I started earning the trips. And I started providing these magical destinations for us. So it's kind of like the roles flipped a little bit. And that is also really rewarding to me because then I get to treat my husband and show him how much I love and respect that he allowed me to take this leap of faith in the career and move to something a lot more flexible and move to something that's really on our own terms. And so that is really important to me. And then stressful, I don't know, because you know, there's no such thing as a jewelry emergency. Um, and you know, when you get to be a leader in the higher ranks up a little bit, and you get to be working with a team, I would say just maybe managing, like everybody runs their business a little different, and that's a little stressful trying to figure out what works best working with certain people and working with different teammates who all want to do the business in different capacities, and that is amazing. I'm so proud that they can do that. It's just making sure that I'm meeting them where they're at. You know what I mean? That's probably a little stressful because it's so different. Like there's no check off sheet for each stylist because they all want to do their thing their way. And I want to make sure that I guide them that right way. How many pieces of jewelry do you have on hand besides your personal stack? Oh man, I have a lot. Now, I don't, we don't do inventory, right? Okay. That's one thing with Park Lane. You don't have to do inventory. Let me rephrase that. You don't have to do inventory, but you guys just know that anytime you shop any of my links, I'm earning hostess credit on that. And I want you to realize, like, I look at what you're looking at on your wish list Wednesday, and that's the things I'm tossing on the hostess order. Those are the things I'm getting on the hostess order because you guys are getting the kickback of all that stuff. Yes, of course, I get a few things here and there for me that I'm absolutely loving and adoring, but I don't have to keep inventory on hand. I happen to have it because I earn so much from the company. I'm earning the hostess benefits all the time, but I kick those back to you guys who support me, and you win drawings and I give prizes and things like that. That's how you guys reap the benefits, right? So yeah, I don't know a number for you, Jan, but yeah. Do the majority of your team do vendor shows? No. I can think of two teammates right now that like to do vendor shows. And I do some vendor shows. It really depends on like, yeah, I used to do a lot more, and now I only do a few here and there. So, but yeah, and the beauty about vendor shows is that Park Lane doesn't mind how you sell your product. So you can be creative, you can be you can use our sale however you want to, you can tweak our sale however you want to, or there's vendor shows that I do where I have a tray of $10 pieces, $20 pieces, $30 pieces. And I just, it's kind of like a game of Tetris, you know? So that it's every stylist runs the vendor events differently, but yeah. When a hostess has a party, do you give the rewards to them out of your pocket? Um, do you have to? No, no. So this is something interesting too. The hostess rewards that I learned about other companies, we don't have to pay for those. Like some companies have their stylists or their whatever they call them, they have to pay extra to give those benefits off. No, the company gives the hostess their rewards, which is just awesome. So like that's why we work in your favor. That's why when you host a party, we do everything we possibly can to get you the most benefits we possibly can, because our company is giving those to you, right? Once in a while I'll offer an incentive, and that's coming out of what I might have off to the side. But other than that, it's coming straight from the company. Yeah, no, that's Park Lane. No, that's different for us. So yeah, we have to pay for all the hostess rewards. Yeah. No, Park Lane pays for those. So, that's really it, which is really amazing. Some people, they hear about, hey, Rebecca, guess what, Rebecca, you won my coffee drawing. So congratulations. You and I need to chit chat on the DMs. So congratulations. But yeah, like when we tell people about Park Lane, and it's not us trying to compare to other people, but some people just don't believe us. They're like, seriously, you get paid weekly? Seriously, you don't have to pay for the hostess benefits? Seriously, a website's included in that initial starter kit? All the things. It's like, yeah, they make it so incredibly possible for people to run the business however they want to. And we are so incredibly blessed to be underneath the Mary Grace organization, because she's such an incredible trainer, and we learn so much from her. I personally have grown as a leader, as a person, in so many ways during this 18 years of doing jewelry business, that I never thought I'd ever grow like this. You think like, oh yeah, you work a professional career, you grow professionally as you go. But when you work in this space, some people might not think that you're growing as a leader, growing as a person. And I truly am. It's just really exciting. And it's just, yeah, fun fact, this is willable too. You know that? Meaning like, when I pass on, I can pass this on to my children, which is really actually exciting too. So, all right, last but not least, oh my gosh, I can't believe how talk about it Tuesday with this long. Thank you for hanging on. If you're still with me and you're talking to me in the comments, I appreciate it. Okay, one announcement before I let you guys go. All right, double bonus buy does end by tomorrow. Okay, my tomorrow live might have to be earlier because we get dentist appointments and something else happening in the afternoon. So watch for like a noon live tomorrow. You can always do it on the replay and still get into the drawings. But double bonus buy ends tomorrow. Also, I would expect these Remy earrings to be gone soon. Like I said, these are an add to cart thing for $7. And then starting tonight, I am going to open up my 24-hour messenger chat 24 items for $24 sale. So if you want in on that messenger chat party, I'm going to open that up tonight, and you're going to have 24 hours to shop it. Okay. And there's 24 items for $24. Plus, I may have tossed some extra things in there too. So if you want in on that, be sure to comment on this live 24. Just write 24 because guess what? Tomorrow is 4/24/24. Okay, so we're celebrating, okay? Jan, you are on the list for hashtag party, absolutely. And so that's going to be opening up tonight. So if you already know that you've commented on the places, you're on my list. I'm going to add you to that messenger chat tonight when I get rolling. But first, I got to go make dinner for the kids. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your night. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for all the questions. If you want to continue to talk more, send me a DM or fill out that Google form that's in the description. I'd love to have a conversation. All right. Bye, everybody. Gail, I'll put you on the list. Kathy, you are on the list.